Hi, everybody. It's Joanna P. Grant here again for Thinking Out Loud. And today is Father's Day. So I'm going to do my post today in accordance to Father's Day. Sorry I didn't put up anything last week. It was crazy busy and I didn't get a chance to put anything up last week. So I promise I will do a double dose for next week, this week, because it's Sunday now. Yes, so that being said, let's talk about Father's Day, the meaning, and all this other fun stuff. So I noticed recently, I'm not watching a lot of posts on social media where, I guess mostly men, dads out there posting, it's not Single Mother's Day, it's Father's Day. So, basically single moms, leave us alone and let us have our day. So, I was in a really healthy, fun dialogue over this yesterday. Actually, it was really entertaining. And shout out to my photographer. We always have the best dialogues and the best debates. Anyway, so I wanted to respond to that because I responded to it on that, but I wanted to respond to it on a more public forum, just so from a single mom's perspective, to give you guys a better understanding of what the train of thought is what happens with that. So for me, Father's Day and Mother's Day, they're just titles. For me, I look at it, I call it Mummy's Day and Daddy's Day. So today is Daddy's Day for me. It's not a Father's Day. So if you've noticed on my social media, I have not posted anything about my father because, the Merriam Dictionary says a man who has bestowed a child. So, and every definition that you look up when they talk about father, it's a man, man, man. So of course that means gender, right? And I can't be a father. Then based on these definition, I can't be a father because I am not a man, I'm a woman. Okay? But in the absence of a man and the role that that man plays, the mothers in a single mom situation generally have to step up, make the consensus, and do what they must so that, the gap is filled. So, for me, it's daddy because daddy, it's more symbolic of actual interaction and involvement. I mean, anybody can get it. Any male can be a father as long as you shoot sperm and it catches, right? That's basically what the definition is saying. And then, of course, you marry someone as a child, you can take on the father role, blah, blah, blah. By the very basic original definition is, you shoot sperm and that paternal boy gender gene he get, father. So there you go. Daddy is a whole lot more elaborate. It's not, I mean, some people call their uncle daddy, It just depends on the relationship that they have and the value attached to that relationship. So for me, it's all about the role modeling and the time spent and what you're teaching the child and what is encompassed in your role, the role that you're playing, and the impact that you're making. And so for me, it isn't Father's Day. It's actually Happy Daddy's Day. And at the beginning, right now I'm going to say it, but I will say it again at the end. Enough respect to all of my daddies. Okay, enough respect to all of my daddies. Today is your day and you guys should celebrate that. Now, why is it that a lot of single women celebrate today as well as Mummy's Day? Well, I'm one of those ones that celebrate today, though. Of course, I got up this morning and I went to the store and I bought my hubby a colossal lobster and I cooked it up for him real nice and I made him a very great, wonderful Daddy's Day dinner, like he did for me on Mommy's Day. Generally, if he wasn't here, my kids would have cooked for me again because I'm their mommy and their daddy. But that being said, I have somebody to kind of in the house, so I'm taking care of him. But stats can, from Census Canada, when they do the statistics, back in 2011, the stats reported that 79 point, was it 9% of the lone parent homes reported were female. So that means that we're all single moms, right? And 20.1% were male. So that means 80% of all the single parents out there are female. Would you not expect the single moms to be hyping and being all excited and saying, "Hey, I'm celebrating this day too"? Like, we should be celebrating every day. Every single parent should. But I say go, right? So that would be why you see more of that and why it's easy to hear more of it. There's more females out there in this world than there are men. And, quite a double standard. Okay, it's great. A woman is doing it. When a man's doing it, they give them all kinds of accolades. And when a man says how hard it is, it's like, oh, it's so, so hard. And I'm just like, okay, we know that. We've been saying that. But, it seems to carry more weight when a man says than a woman does. I don't know. And that's a whole different story. But anyways, I just wanted to shed a little light on why you see that. And and I'm going to keep celebrating my day. Sorry, guys. I'm going to celebrate my 2 days because I feel like I've earned the right to do so. And I'm not taking anything away from the daddies out there that deserve this day. It's your day. Do your thing. Whoop, 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 and enjoy it. So, I personally want to take the time to shout out my special daddies. Baby father number one, happy Daddy's Day to you. I see the relationship you have with your younger kids. Absolutely amazing. I love it. You weren't always, I'm not going to use that word. I was just thinking about it. I'm going to say that in the beginning we were young, and we were young when we had our first child. And so we didn't know what we were doing. And so we spent more time being angry and fighting and trying to get the other one than we actually spent time understanding what we had to do for our child. Good thing we got it we figured it out while he was still young, and he was able to benefit from the best of both worlds, and he knows what it is to have both his parents, and he's very happy, and he has somebody that he can call dad, and he enjoys doing that, and he enjoys coming to you and saying, my dad's zoot. And I'm sure he goes to you and says, Mom's zoot. Mom's crazy. And yeah, I'm sure, I'm almost certain, because this is what these kids do, right? But it's also entertaining, and it's for me, it's more entertainment than anything. I don't study half of what comes out of these guys' mouths because they're jokers. Baby daddy number 4, I want to shout you out. Happy Daddy's Day to you too. Your kids adore you. They, of course, your kids adore you. At least my kids, for you, adore you. They value the relationship that you have with them. The relationships of daddy number 1 and daddy number 4 have a great relationship with all my other kids that are not biologically theirs. And they model. They'll sit there, they talk to them, they coach them, they lecture them, they, show them, reason with them. And I want to thank you guys for that. You don't have to do it. I've never asked you to do it. I was even surprised sometimes when some of the stuff is going on. And, you've come back and you've expressed concerns based on conversations you guys have had. I'm sorry for letting out your secrets. But they're older now, so they'll get over it. They had to have known. If they haven't figured out, okay, guys, now you know. If they hadn't figured it out by now, they must know at some point we talk about stuff, but they've found a way to come to you to be a sounding board on things they felt maybe I couldn't understand, or things that they felt you and them would relate better to, and you didn't turn them away, and you didn't stare them wrong. So thank you for that. And I'm going to shout you guys out for that, 100%. My guy friends, I have tons of male friends on WhatsApp, BBM, Facebook. You guys are like the greatest guys, like greatest dads. A great dad. Like, half of the reason why we're still friends is I respect the relationship you have with your children. Whether with the mom, not with the mom, whether they're close to you, whether they're far away, you stop, you take the time, you reach out, you reason with your kids. You see what I'm saying? And you do your best not to let the static, the nonsense that might reach you, angry parents, angry grandparents, all that stuff, interfere with the type of relationship that you're trying to have with your children. And I hear the way you talk when you say, build a foundation, grow my youth, show them things, reason with. Trust me, that's what it's about. Money is important, but it's not everything, and it does not grow your kids, okay? And it doesn't leave foundation. Is that what I'm saying? It doesn't teach lessons, and it doesn't teach morals. And, some men get upset. I'm going to say this. There are a lot of men out there that are playing daddy to kids that are not there. And if the biological father is around, there might be some resentment. There's nothing wrong with a child having more than one dad. Like, don't think for 1 minute your kid will love you less if somebody else comes around. I don't ever think that. I mean, not that it's ever been a reason before. The issue, that's not a reason issue for me. Like, my kids' dads can go on and have other women and date other women and be with other women and live with other women. I don't feel like that's an intimidation to me. Why? I don't know. Like, I've built a good relationship with my kids, and therefore I'm not intimidated by anybody coming and trying to break up that. I pissed off when I see people trying to, but it doesn't. I'm not afraid of that, and I'm telling everybody out there, you don't need to be afraid of that. Kids know, kids see authenticity and they see genuinity. So if they know you're genuine, they know you're authentic, they'll follow that. And anybody who's trying to front, they see that probably quicker than you, the adult would. The moms out there. So for those dads who are doing it, let me hail you. Today is your day, and I'm bowing to you on my YouTube. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Use the man. The women out there, don't put up a roadblock, okay? Yes, I know. I know what it is to be a single mom. I know how hard it is. None of you guys can't tell me. I could tell you stories. I could tell you stories. But I could tell you stories. But at the end of the day, what's never changed for me, and if you always keep your eyes on the prize, the decisions become easier to make, okay? From the beginning, I've always said to myself, I want healthy, happy, confident kids, okay? Unfortunately, I can't give them everything. I can give them healthy, happy to an extent, confidence to an extent. Part of that confidence is self-esteem, self-image. They need to know all of themselves. And to know that is to know the other part of me, if you understand what I'm saying. So if the father doesn't want to be around, there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. And, there's nothing you can do about that. Show them other male role models. Hope your friends can step up. And hopefully you'll get a good guy that'll be good to him, your child, and that'll work out. If the father wants to be around and he fails at everything else, for your child's sake, give him that opportunity for them to bond. Do you understand what I'm saying? The court system and all stuff when it comes to money, it's there for you. Use it how you need to. Okay, I'm not saying don't do it. If you need to, do it. But when it comes to them spending time, them reasoning, them having their one-on-one, them, let them do it. It's important for their child. It might not make you happy. It might not be the way what you want. Enough times I know for myself, sometimes I'm like, oh, if I never have to send a child there, my life would be so great. But it's not about you. Okay, it's about them and what type of people they turn out as a result. I've seen it with my own. I have baby fathers I can't stand who've had access to, to be with their child, have said crap, and the kids grow up and they pick sense out of nonsense and they look back and they're like, yo, that is a waste, man. So, hey, and I can sit back pretty saying, see, I never sat back here and did no campaign about your nastiness. But you see, God doesn't sleep. So this is what I'm saying. God does not sleep, and everything works out for the best as long as you keep your eye on the prize and remember who's first. The minute we give birth, let me take that back. The minute we conceive and we say we're keeping our child, we have put somebody else above us. Okay? And if you're not prepared mentally, physically, and emotionally to do so, think about whether parenthood is for you. Okay? Your moms who are doing your double duties, happy Daddy's Day to you too. If that's what you need, if you want to take another day to celebrate, why not? Do you, girl? Because I'm doing me. And yeah, I celebrated by cooking today, but that's not the point. The point is I still had my chocolate cake. Smeared all over, had a nice big piece. I'm going to have a next one and watch the rest of this game. And yeah, so this is Thinking Out Loud. Happy Daddy's Day. Big up, happy Daddy's Day. That's what it'll be from now on. I'm going to put this post up. I'm tagging everybody. I'm loving everyone. You guys have yourself a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Talk to you soon.